You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, YNR fans. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I have got your 2-week spoilers for Young and the Restless. These run from Monday, October 23rd, all the way through Friday, November 3rd. There is so much exciting stuff going on. Victor is really amping up his game, and there's big stuff happening between Adam and Sally, and Tucker's up to no good, and Kyle may fall prey to a scheme. If you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our YNR updates. And now let's jump right in. Monday, October 23rd, Victor talks to Adam outside of the office and asks him to be his ally because he is certain that Victoria and Nate are coming for him. And of course, Adam agrees with Victor, and then Adam goes back to the office, sits down in the CEO chair, and finds an insane page of doodling that his dad has been done. And this is going to come in later in the week in a conversation with Nick. Victor also tells Nikki about his chat with Adam, and she's certain that if anyone is plotting to backstab him, of course, it's Adam, because she's got big ol' anti-Adam blinders on. Also, Nick Newman is giving off mixed signals. That's what the spoiler says, but what it really is that he finally calls Sally, and she thinks, oh, maybe he's going to reconcile with me, but he, after a talk with Sharon, tells Sally, no, I'm going to keep funding your business, because he says stopping funding would be an Adam thing to do, but he makes it clear that they are done because she is not sure who she really wants. And Claire Grace, the new girl in town, definitely has some sort of grudge against the Newmans. And it's interesting because they're looking at the kids and plotting, but this new girl is the real snake in the bushes, and everybody is missing it. I'm excited because Haley Aaron is a top-notch little actress. If you guys haven't ever seen her in anything else, she really didn't have her full acting chops under her, I don't think, when she was on YNR as Abby back in the day, but she was super good on General Hospital. She was super good on Pretty Little Liars sequel, The Perfectionist. She is great. You guys are going to love her once her story really starts unfolding. Tuesday, October 24th, Daniel and Lily are arguing, and of course, it's about Heather. It's about his ex moving to town when his ex has a clear agenda to reunite with him. Also, the actress that plays Lily, Crystal Khalil, is just about to pop. She is heavily pregnant. They're really struggling to hide it on these YNR episodes. She just had her baby shower, and I feel like she's going to be going out on maternity leave soon, and they're going to have to do something to write her out. Maybe she'll have to go out of town on business. Maybe she'll have to go see Jill. Who knows? But that should open the door wide up for Heather and Daniel. Christine has a chat with Danny. She's back from Portugal and reveals to her ex that she and Paul Williams are now exes. She is single and might be ready to mingle with him. And of course, that's going to set Phyllis off. And the last thing I want is a menopausal love triangle. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like love triangles at any age, and we've clearly got one brewing. That's what they brought Danny back for, and I'm just not here for it. I just feel like it's lazy writing, and Josh Griffith does a lot of that. All right, Wednesday, October 25th, Victor confesses. I am quite certain that in the face of a confrontation with Nick Newman, he comes clean. Adam gives Nick the doodle that he finds in Victor's desk, and it's this snake, and it's got Nick's name and Victoria's name and Adam's name written in there. Probably not Abby's because she's inconsequential, I think, as most of the Newmans don't even think about her that much. And Nick looks at it and he immediately realizes that his dad is running a scam, and part of his scam is trying to get Nick back at Newman. So he goes over there and he confronts his dad, and it looks like Victor will come clean. The question is, what will Nick do then? Ashley Abbott is back in Genoa City on Wednesday. Diane is stunned to see her in the living room, and Ashley gives a flippant little, "Hey there, Diane." It looks like Ashley is back to try and neutralize the threat that is Tucker McCall. Last week, he had called her called or texted. Anyway, he was communicating with her and trying to see if they could work out their marital differences. Ashley said no. Tucker threw a glass at the wall in a fit of rage. He is clearly going to amp up his scheming with Audra, and hopefully they're hoping to have Kyle in on it. And then he's also, of course, scheming on two fronts because he's working with Mamie to try and get Jill out at CW. Thursday, October 26th, Victor and Nikki disagree about something. I'm guessing it's to do with Adam because Nikki just hates her stepson. She's never given him a chance. And I know he's plotted against her in the past. That is true. He's plotted against Victor. Victor's plotted against him. I mean, everybody's plotted against everybody. It's a soap opera, but Nikki's absolute ill treatment of Adam just runs right up my back. I'm so tired of every word out of her mouth being Adam, Adam, Adam. If she stubs her toe, it's Adam. If the elevator's late, it's Adam. You just... All right. Also on Thursday, Nick has something to confess, and he's going to sit down with Sharon again and talk to her about Victor. They are sitting down together on Monday, and he's talking to her about Sally, but he's also asking her professional opinion about what's going on with Victor and his mental lapses. Sharon's like, I can't just give you an opinion. I'm not an expert, and I haven't seen him. Maybe, we could get into a situation where I could talk to him and see. But before that even becomes necessary, of course, Nick shakes the confession out of Victor, and then he runs to Sharon and rats out his dad to his ex-wife, who's probably going to be his future wife, now that he has broken things off. And on Monday, they were kind of holding hands. Yeah. So I'm interested to hear Sharon's advice to him on Thursday. Then on Friday, Victor decides to target Nate Hastings for one of his hinky tests. That should be fun to watch. And Victoria makes a tough decision. I'm sure she is going to decide that she needs to betray her dad because there's clearly something wrong with him. I'm very interested to see if Nikki's going to be able to rein it in or if she is going to blab to Victoria that Victor's playing games. If she does and she ruins Victor's little twisted experiment, I think he's going to be pretty mad at his wife. Adam Newman decides to take care of something himself. And I don't know if this is to protect his dad or make a move against his dad. I really think Adam is being pretty sincere about this fresh start. And I really do think he doesn't want to take Victor down, but we'll find out more on Friday. One undated spoiler for the week: Adam and Sally hit the sheets. They do the deed. They make the two-backed beast. They make love. It's very exciting. Whatever you want to call it, I'm excited about it. I'm an Adam and Sally shipper in a big way. So I'm really excited. They have a little dust up down in the GCAC. She walks away. He follows her. She lets him come into her room. And then he talks to her about his fears and what's going on with his dad, because he's still convinced his dad really has something going on with him medically. And then they have an embrace, and that turns into a kiss, and that turns into hitting the sheets. But I think Sally's going to say this doesn't mean we're back together. And it's going to be a rougher and bumpier road, but at least they're getting there. At least they're getting there. Of course, Nick is going to, this will, once he finds out, and I'm sure he will, this is going to cement it for him that Sally has not ever gotten over him. She never got a chance to get over him because before she could really process, the breakup with Adam, Nick was right there. I don't feel sorry for Nick in this situation because he contrived this situation by specifically going after a woman he knew his brother loved. Nick never needed to do that. And it's not the first time he's done it. All right. For the second week, the week of October 30th through November 3rd, Victor sends a strong message. I wonder if at this point his kids are going to realize he's screwing with them. I don't know. I mean, you can tell that he's just really ready to root out any betrayals. Jack and Kyle are struggling that week. Kyle overheard his dad saying that he's entitled and that he really needs to work his way up from the bottom. Maybe Jack was inspired by his good friend Adam. I don't know. But I do think that if things get more contentious between Jack and Kyle, then he is definitely going to fall right into the greedy clutches of Audra and Tucker and their scheme. Devon confronts Tucker again, apparently, because that also happened this past week and it's going to happen again. So So obviously Tucker is up to more shenanigans that has Devon wanting to get back in his face. And Billy questions Ashley's loyalty. So that means she is going to stick around for a handful of episodes. So we'll see. And of course, after this, she'll be back out again. She said that she is off contract. We had done a video about this. She's off contract. She did show up a whole lot for the anniversary season, for the season 50 big, anniversary thing. She agreed to do a longer run, but now she's back to just showing up recurring every now and then when they need her and when she can't make do with like a video call or something like Jess Walton does in her role as Jill. Okay. I do think that Ashley is loyal to the family. I mean, I don't think that's a question. She doesn't have any lingering loyalty to Tucker. I don't know how much she had there to start with. All she had really was a lot of anger at Diane, and it looks like since Diane saved her life, she's kind of let that go. All right, that's all the 2-week spoilers we have for you. If you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our updates. Definitely click a like if you enjoyed this and drop your comments. What are you looking forward to seeing these 2 weeks? What do you feel about this Adam Sally thing? What do you feel about Nick confronting Victor and then Victor coming clean to him? Will Nick keep his secret? Will Nikki keep his secret? It seems like too many people know his secret because then Sharon's going to know it. So we shall see. I do hope that Nikki doesn't tell Victoria and Victoria's blown out of the water for her scheming. So we'll see how it goes though. Thanks for listening. Thanks for talking Y&R with me. This has been Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.